Hi, this is Mani from BSc to NSE.com. In this video, this is a follow-up video to my N100 and exchange traded fund videos. So after I made that video, I got a lot of discussion happening with my schoolmates, college mates, people who live abroad, some of whom who live here. So back and forth discussions, and I think there's something fruitful that came out of that. So there are a lot of US folks who allocate their 401k to index or certain funds. So we had a discussion, I think, where I feel Nasdaq 100 will be the best place for your 401k to be, at least 60% or whatever. I mean, at least a higher percentage of it on Nasdaq 100 rather than S&P 500. So let me get to the point here. I'll show you the charts in absolute terms. You can see later cross-verify, digest it for a period of time before you actually make a call on what you want to do. So be convinced and do your own research and then take an informed call. N100 is the Nasdaq 100 ETF which Indians can invest today. Having a Zerodha account or any broker account from India, you can invest into US stocks, which are all the primary stocks like Apple, Google, Facebook, Tesla, Microsoft, Cisco, and all that. So this has given 160% returns in the last 5 years between 2015 and now. And this is also because it has given a higher return or the best return because USD INR currency is always depreciating. I mean, right from my childhood days, at least 2008, I've been tracking at least. So during 2008 recession, the low point for USD INR was around 40.38, if I remember right. Now it is 75. Over the next 20 years, I would not be surprised. We are definitely going to cross 100, 150. In our lifetime, we could see 200 also. So we don't know. As long as US continues to be the leader in the GDP, which again always is the case. If you go back in history, any country which is leading, it continues to stay there for a period of 500, 600 years. So I think US has become the market leader of the entire globe only in the last 50, 70 years. So they have the next 500 years of advantage with them. So the currency depreciation is most likely going to continue for the next 30 to 40 years. So which is why N100 will beat both Nasdaq 100 and S&P 500. So N100 and Nasdaq 100 are the same, just that N100 is when you invest from India, you get the additional boost from USD INR currency depreciation. Nasdaq 100, a lot of people who Indians who go and work from US, you can allocate your 401k into Nasdaq 100, where the last 5 years it has given 120% returns. S&P 500 is a set of 500 companies. So like the name goes, Nasdaq 100 is a top 100 companies. So when there is a list of 100, you have higher weightage allocated to Tesla, Facebook, Amazon, and all that. And the way index functions, the ETF will also try to mimic the index returns. So the smaller the number of stocks in the index, the better. And because the weightage to the really important companies which are doing really good will be higher, so the returns are a little higher. The only place when S&P 500 will catch up is when there's a big wave in the market, the kind of markets between 2003 to 2008 where even companies with debt were growing. So that is the only period when S&P 500 may beat, but in the long run, I feel the smaller the count, the better it is. Over a period of 20 years, I would still put my money on Nasdaq 100 and not on S&P 500, right? So you can see the returns 160, 120, and S&P 500 is the last 50% returns in last 5 years, which is not much. So where should your 401k be? So I believe that's a no-brainer. You should be able to make out for yourself. Let me show the charts now quickly. So this is S&P 500. You can pull out from TradingView or whichever broker you use in US. You may know better ones there. You can see that the lowest price was somewhere around 1900. It's now at 2800, which is almost a 50% return, right? So this is S&P 500. I'm going to flip to the next chart. This is the next chart, Nasdaq 100. You can see that 5 years back it was around 4K, the bottom. Now it is close to 9K. You can use the calculator. This is almost a 120% return, which I just earlier showcased. And this is N100 over the last 5 years. So this is from India. This interface is Zerodha Kite. We are authorized partners for it. So if you ever want a Zerodha account, you can open through us, avail free training through us. And this, if you see, has given a return of 160%. So I don't even have to go and look at the currency chart. I can say that the additional 40% has come in because of the currency depreciation. So I hope this video was helpful and has made you think, and I hope over a period of time you will be able to take an informed decision. Subscribe to our channel, stay in touch. That's it for now. Stay safe. Bye bye.